The 7th episode of What If came out today, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I am totally losing interest in this show. Is it bad? No, but there is just nothing about it that hooks me. But this episode focuses on what if Thor was an only child, and spoilers as always. I always talk spoilers in these videos. They are quick little reviews. They aren't like my normal reviews. It's kind of like a little spoiler discussion. I just call it review for the sake of the video. But this episode just felt so like lackluster, and it felt like it was actually aimed towards children. That was something that actually disappointed me with the show, because when I was going into it, I was like, okay, I feel like the people who will watch this will be like the diehard MCU fans, because I know a lot of people who have watched the other MCU shows, but they're not watching this one, or at least they've missed out on a few episodes, and I totally get it. But this one felt like it was made for kids. Some of the jokes are so stupid, and some of the things that happen are like almost childish. And now I love Thor. I think Chris Hemsworth always will do a great job as Thor. Perfect casting, and he's very good here. I just have to say that right off the bat. Everybody who's back for this, I mean, Natalie Portman's back, Kat Dennings, that's what it is. Tom Hiddleston, everybody, like, they're all back, and they're all great for their roles. But for me, there was just nothing really about this episode that hooked me. And when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, are we still doing this? Like, come on, let something interesting really happen in the show, because I feel like the show kind of peaked with the Doctor Strange episode, maybe the zombies one. They're kind of on the same level, but since then it's just been going on this downhill. This one is even weaker than last week's episode, and they're really not doing a lot of these characters justice, because they should be able to explore a little bit more with these characters. Even if it's in a different timeline, they should still explore a little bit about them. But this episode really did not deliver on that. And yes, there are funny things that happen. As I talked about, a lot of the jokes are very like childish and stupid, and I know that that's the route they're taking with Thor. Now, I love Thor in Ragnarok and Infinity War, and I do really enjoy Fat Thor. I know a lot of people hate him. I really enjoy him, but here I was just like, there's something so off about the writing. I don't know what it was. And you know, like, what's her name, Jane, is like, she's same as she always is, so I like that. And same with Darcy, so I like that they were there. It was a cool idea, but just the execution, I was like, this feels like such a wasted episode until the ending. Now, the ending is very good. Like the final shot, we see like the evil Vision, where he has like all the Infinity Stones, like in Ultron not costume, but like robot type of thing, you know what I mean? So that does excite me just a tiny bit for next week, but at this point I'm not really getting that excited with the show, because I know that if I get even like a little bit of expectations, I'll probably be let down, to be honest. And yeah, there's been moments in the show where it surprised me, but this show overall is just, I'm losing interest. Am I still gonna watch it? Yes, but a lot of that is just so I can talk about it and keep up to date with all the MCU content. But there were still good things in this episode, but I'd say this one is definitely the weakest one so far. We've had some pretty good episodes, we just have some good ones, and then ones that they're meh, and this definitely falls onto like the meh ones. This one is just a little bit weaker than last week and even the first episode, but this one for me is definitely the weakest, and I know a lot of people agree. There's just nothing about it that hooked me. And yes, I like what they did with Loki. It was cool to see him different, you know, when he's returned to his real family and all that, whatever. I think that's cool. There are definitely funny moments here. I like what they did with Howard the Duck. I thought it was funny. You know, it's a funny episode. It just felt like a wasted episode for me. I'm glad all the actors came back, or at least most of them. It was nice to hear Chris Hemsworth's voice again. I almost messed up saying that. I don't know though, this episode just really didn't do it for me. But what do you think of this episode? Is it your least favorite so far like me? Let me know all that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.